to the Anil Show.
So, just to ensure that I get my thoughts out on this one, Anthony was over here and Sheila was trying to pose as being a valid person. My sentiment is Sheila has not changed, friends. She never will change. Well, I shouldn't say never, but she hasn't changed. I will say that. I will say that she has not changed. And so, if they're trying to give me or sell me a new day, Sheila, I'm not buying it. Let's go.
Honestly, I'm not coming to you as your baby mother, but more so just as your friend.
Okay.
Now, I know I said I didn't want to get in your business and I didn't want you in my business, but I actually feel like this involves me.
What involves you?
Anthony, do you know you're never going to have a wife like Amber again in your life?
Okay, so this reminds me of that old switcheroo and trick that they tried to play with Angelina until Angelina starts talking about, the whole idea of the divorce back again. That's exactly what they're giving that. No, you don't need to tell Anthony this. No one needs to tell Anthony this. I mean, other people who are more credible can tell Anthony this. But this coming from Shayla sounds like it sounds valiant and it sounds, like, oh my God, Shayla is saying these great things about Amber. But there's always a motive. And if there's a motive, then it kind of negates the statement. That's the idea.
A woman that would take you back and stand by your side after all that you've done to her, you're not going to find that twice. Amber's a better wife to you than I would have been. So whatever is happening between the two of you, you need to fix it. You have to fix it.
Wow. Hearing you say that, that's crazy.
I really mean it.
Sounds like something that she's saying, and again, it's seeming to me like it's a script. So the only reason why I think Sheila cares about this is because yes, Amber watches her child, right? That's number one. Number two, when the baby comes over, Amber is not going to resist from buying the baby things. So that means less money that Shayla has to spend, right? Plus, the more the baby comes in with Amber's grasp, is the more Shayla can get to do her own. It just benefits Shayla. So basically, like y'all were saying, and like I think we have come to the conclusion of the deal is this. Them just want Amber because Amber has, what does she have now? She has something where everybody want. It really is a transactional relationship and not really based on, hey, I love this person as a personal. No, it's always a transaction. Anthony just have a transactional relationship with her, and so does Shayla. They're both transactional. It's not, you know what, me love Amber and that's about it. No, it comes with other things. This is exactly why, yes, O'Neill is on y'all's side, that she does need a divorce. To be very honest with you, I'm fair.
Shayla, I appreciate it, but I don't know what Amber has told you or anything, but it's
Whatever it is, it can be fixed. Now, I had to put my pride aside for my son, and you need to do the same thing. Amber is a wonderful stepmother to Kai.
You hear that? Amber is a wonderful stepmother. In other words, yes, Amber is the one and true person that's always going to watch Kai, and that's all that matters. That's all I'm hearing. No matter how no one cut it, no matter how Sheila fans are going to want to spin it to try to tell me different things, that's what I hear. Amber, as George says, Amber is you'll never find idiot fools. Don't come a dime a dozen. Fools don't come a dime a dozen. Fools like Amber don't come a dime a dozen, essentially. And y'all know what I mean. In other words, somebody who can just sit down and watch a kid while you do play dates and play families and do all sorts of different things, and you hide $5,000 is never gonna come all the time. You're never going to find another fool like Amber. That's what she's saying. So we need to keep this fool around so we can keep doing whatever it is that we're doing. That's all I'm hearing.
I don't want to see that go away. So sometimes you're too stupid to realize what exactly is in front of you and what you have. But I'm not gonna let you ruin it. So please, for once, think of somebody else besides yourself, which is your son. Think of God.
Now, is that really thinking of Kaido? Because to be very honest with you, this is the truth. This is the actual truth. If Anthony were to be thinking of himself, he would leave Amber. And I'm going to tell you exactly why. Because maybe Anthony needs some time alone. This is why Sheila is wrong. Maybe at this point, Anthony needs time alone. Because yes, like he says, he doesn't know how to love Amber the way Amber wants to be loved. Maybe Anthony is not able to learn that while he's within the grasp of Amber. Or learn to love a woman like Amber while he's there. So maybe what needs to happen is that he needs to get some time away, whether it is through a divorce or a separation, where he can think without Amber, he can operate without Amber, so to see what it feels like without Amber. So that way it gives him more insight into what to do with a woman like Amber. That's why Shayla wrong. That's exactly why Shayla is incorrect in her assessment. Everything that she's saying is a bunch of nonsense and a bunch of hogwash. And I don't believe it at all. But anyways, give me your take. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm going to talk to you soon.